Hello everyone, welcome to day 21st of October Lead Code Challenge, and let's look at today's question. Today's question is insert, delete, get random in order of 1. We need to define a randomized set class which supports 4 operations. One is the constructor, other one is the insertion, the third one is removal, and the fourth one is get random number out of all those numbers that were inserted or are present in the randomized set. We need to return all these all these three operations, insertion, removal, and get random, in an average time complexity of order of 1. We can't go beyond this time complexity. We need to devise this randomized set class. Without much ado, let's look at the presentation that I have created for this. And this is a very interesting question. I hope you'll like the solution. Insert, delete, get random in order of 1, lead code 380. It's a medium level question, but if you are not aware how to go about this, I would rate this in the hard category. So stay tuned for the crux of the problem. Even before starting the detailed analysis of the algorithm, let's talk about array list in general. How does the operations are performed in an array list? Suppose we want to insert a new element in the array list with an integer value 2. This is the existing state of the array list. What will array list do? It will go and append 2 at the end of the array list, and 2 will be inserted at the last index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. So a new index got created and 2 got appended at that position. The time complexity for insertion is order of 1. Now let's talk about get random method. I'll come to delete later on, but let's just talk about if you want to extract any value at random from this array list, how will you do that? You can use the randomize function and you can pick any element using the random function upon the size of the input list. For example, you can generate random numbers in the range of 0 to 6, and this random number will be generated using the random Java class. And once you have generated an index starting from 0 up till 6, you can simply return the value held at that index. This will also lead to an order of time complexity of order of 1. Now let's talk about the interesting case. How does deletion happen in a array list? Let's hypothetically assume that we want to delete 7 from the array list. So what will array list internally do? Array list will copy all the elements from the third position up till the sixth position towards left by 1 unit. So 9 gets copied here, 0 gets copied here, 3 gets copied here, 2 gets copied here, and in the end it will delete the last terminal position. So what is the updated state of the array list? We have 1, we have 5, we have 9, we have 0, we have 3, we have 2, and this index is gone. So the deletion actually happens only on the last index, and all the remaining elements are copied towards left by 1 unit depending upon the position in the array list. The time complexity for deletion operation is order of n, since there could be cases where you have to traverse the complete array list towards left by 1 unit. This is an expensive operation, and that's the reason we cannot achieve deletion in order of 1 time complexity using simple array list. We want to think of something better than this. How? Let's talk about it. What we are going to do in this solution is we'll create a map, and that map will have two attributes, key and value. The key would be the value getting inserted in my randomized set, and we will store this key in an array list as well. We will update the value of this key with respect to the index in my array list. So this value would be index in my array list so that I can access it in the array list in order of 1 time. Index in array list. So let me just reiterate this. This is a value that getting inserted into my randomized set. This is the index in the array list at which this value will be added. So the new value will be added in two data structures, one the map, other the array list. Let's talk about all the three operations one by one and how this map plus an array list combination is helping us achieve the desired time complexities. So let's take the first case. The first number that we got is 1. So 1 gets inserted into the array list and it gets inserted at the 0th index. What we will do, we'll store in the map that 1 got inserted at the 0th index. So map has a new entry, 1 got inserted at the 0th index. Let's move ahead. Next we have 5, and so we will add 5 at the first index. We'll add a new entry that 5 got inserted at the first index. Let's move ahead. We have 2. We'll add 2 to the array list and it gets inserted at the second index. So 2 got added at the second index. Next we have is 8. 8 gets added at the third index. So we have 8 at the third index. Next we have is 9. So 9 gets added at the fourth index. So we added 9 at the fourth index. So this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Let's continue the process. Next we have is 10. So 10 gets added as the fifth index. So 10 gets added at the fifth index. So insertion seems pretty simple and straightforward. We are simply adding a new entry in the map and adding it in the array list as well. The time complexity of insertion is order of 1. Now let's talk about both the cases, deletion and randomization. So let's talk about randomization first, because deletion is slightly complicated. So when you want to generate a random number, how will you do it? You will simply check the size of the array list. The size of the array list is 6. You will generate a random number from the range of 0 to 5, and you will get to know its value from the index that is returned or chosen out of 0 to 5, and you will return that value correspondingly. For example, if random of 0 to 5 returns 3, then you will return the 8th value from your answer. This is also pretty simple and straightforward. The time complexity for generating a random number, since we are only generating a random number from 0 to 5, its complexity is order of 1, constant time. Now let's talk about the most interesting case, and let me just change the color of pen for this. Deletion. So how will we carry out deletion in this whole process, and how this map and array list combination helping in achieving the deletion operation in order of 1 time. Let's hypothetically assume that we are interested in deleting the value 8 from a randomized set. What we will do, we will search this value in the map. So we'll go to the map and query it so as to identify at what index is it stored in my array list. So it tells me that it is stored in your array list at the third index. So we'll jump on to the third index, and parallelly we will extract the value that is held at the terminal position in my array list. The value held at the last index in my array list is 10. We will simply copy this value at the third index. So it is gone and 10 gets replaced there. Along with this, we'll delete the last entry from our array list, because deletion at the last index takes only the complexity of order of 1. Along with this, we will update in our map that now this value is gone from my map data structure and 10 is present at 3 instead of 5. So the updated state of my map and array list is something like this. We have 1 0, 5 1, 2 2, 9 4 and 10 3. And the array list is something like this: 1 5 2, 10 9. So rest of the elements, especially the last element, is gone, and 8 is also deleted. So what advantage that we got in this process, since we deleted only the terminal element from the array list, the complexity reduced from order of n to order of 1. Now if you want to insert any new element, you can simply go ahead and add it at the last terminal index over here. If you want to generate a random number, you will check the size of my array list. The size of the array list starts from 1 to 4. So you'll generate a random number starting from any number from within the range of 0 to 4. And once you get that index, you'll simply return the value held at that index. The complexity of generating the random number also reduces to order of 1. In this way, we are able to achieve all the 3 operations with a time complexity of order of 1. I hope you got the algorithm, and this question is very close to me because I was unable to solve it when it was asked me in one of the interviews of a leading company. At that time, I was not well aware of these concepts and I failed to solve this question within the specified time complexities. And now let's look at the coding section. I'll exactly follow the same steps as I've told here. So let's move on to the coding part. And let me just quickly iterate it. So here I've defined a map of integer comma integer, a list that is an array list of type integer, a random Java class so as to generate random numbers for us. I initialize all of them in the constructor. Let's talk about the insertion first. If my map doesn't contain the value, what I will do, I'll add the value into my map and I'll pass in arraylist.size into my map. I'll also add the value in my array list and it will be inserted at the last terminal index. Once this is done, I'll simply return true because insertion have been successful. If map already contains this value, I'll return false and abort the process. Let's talk about the get random helper method because that's easier. I extract the size of the array list. I generate the random number starting from 0 up till size -1 and next int is responsible for doing that. Once I have that index, I extract the value held at this particular index in my array list. Let's talk about the most interesting case, remove method. If my value that is being passed in the parameter is not present in the map, I simply return false from it. Otherwise, I extract the last node value in my array list. So whatever value is held at the terminal position in my array list, extract that. I check if that value and the input value are same. If that is the case, I simply remove the terminal entry in my array list, and this would be done in order of 1 time because both of them are same. The intended value is equal to the last value held in the array list. I'll simply remove the entry from my map and I'll return true. Otherwise, I will check the index of val in my map. I'll update my array list with the index of val with the last node value. So at this particular index, I want to update the value to this one, last node value, and I'll put this into my map. I'll update the entry into the map. I'll remove it from the array list, the last entry from the array list, and I'll remove the node with the value val that is passed in my input removal helper method from the map. And once I'm done with this, I'll return true. The time complexity of this approach is order of 1 again, and so is for the rest of the 3 methods. Let's try this up. Accepted. It's 86% faster, which is fair enough. This brings me to the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for viewing it. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned for more updates from Coding Decoded. I'll see you tomorrow with another fresh question. But till then, goodbye.